Hi everyone, today I have these two packages that I'm going to unbox. The first one is an album I got off of eBay, and then the bigger box is some albums that I ordered off of K-Town For You. I've been using that site a lot more recently because I've noticed that a lot of fan bases are working with the site to get these special discount links that give you an extra discount on the album. Plus, right now they're having a sale on their DHL shipping, so it's cheaper than it usually is. So that's been working out to be the best price-wise for me lately. And then the album that I got from eBay, I got it because it was out of stock on K-Town For You. So this is the album that I got off eBay. It is ONEUS's first mini album, Light Us. And then from K-Town For You, I got most of ONEUS's other albums, as well as ONEWE's first album. So we have, I think this is the Dawn version of Raise Us, which is ONEUS's second mini album. And then, okay, wow, this one is so much bigger than I expected. We have ONEWE's first full album, One. And we have the other version of Raise Us, second mini album. And then their third mini album, Fly With Us. I ordered these before ONEUS's comeback got announced. I'm super excited for that. All of the teasers so far look really cool, and I'm definitely pre-ordering that as soon as the link goes up. Probably gonna get that with the new ONF album, actually. But I'm so excited to look through these albums. I was not really planning to get into any more groups after I got really into TXT earlier this year. But when I was watching the music shows for TXT's Can't You See Me and Puma promotions, ONEWE was promoting their song End of Spring, and that caught my attention. So I ended up looking them up, getting into them, and then I found out that ONEWE was actually the brother group to ONEUS, which I'd seen perform on Road to Kingdom when I was watching that show. So I ended up looking up more of their original music and really getting into them as well. So yeah, I was watching music shows for the other group I got into this year and accidentally got into two more groups out of it. So I'm going to look at the ONEUS albums first and save the ONEWE album for the end. So starting with ONEUS's first mini album, Light Us, which has really cool packaging. That was one of the reasons I decided to go ahead and pick up all the albums. I knew I wanted to pick up ONEWE's, and deciding to collect ONEUS as well was kind of an impulsive decision because I saw how pretty their packaging was and I was like, I really want it. And after I impulse bought these, I ended up watching more variety content and getting more into this group than I thought I was going to, because all of their songs are really good. This one has 7 songs on it. We have the intro track, Light Us. Zigzag, I think is how the second one is translated. The title track, Valkyrie, which is so good. I loved that song from the minute I heard it. It is a super impressive debut track. We have Red Thread, Eye Contact, Hero, and then Crazy and Crazy, which is a rap line subunit track, which is Raven and Lido, and it was produced by and features Kia of ONEWE, which I actually did not realize the first time I heard that song, so I was listening to it and I was like, who's this third rapper? He's really good. And then I looked and I was like, oh, it's one of the ONEWE members. No wonder I like it, because I really like ONEWE's music. And I apologize if there are any thunder sounds in the background. It's getting ready to storm, I think, but I was impatient and did not want to wait to unbox these albums any longer. Because I have actually had this one for like a week now, but I wanted to wait till the others came in to open it. So this one opens up like that, which is super cool. I love the holographic strip right there. You can see one of my photo cards peeking out. My biases in ONEUS are Dongju and Gunny, so I'm hoping for their photo cards. That is what the disc looks like. Very cool. I'm not really one to display albums outside of just having them lined up on a shelf, but if I was the type to do more like artsy setups, that would look so cool displayed like that. The packaging is so gorgeous. The booklet is a little on the smaller side, but I think it comes with 2 photo cards and a scratch card, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so here is the scratch card. So I'm not going to be scratching that off on camera I'm afraid of messing that up. But I will do that later and find out who I got. I believe it's just a message, it's not like a picture. So this is ONEUS, Light Us, ONEUS' first mini album. It looks like the photo shoot is going to have the Valkyrie music video concept, which makes sense. I have skimmed through unboxings a little bit to see the packaging before I decided to buy these, but I have not really seen the pictures in there. I like that they have all their names written out here, since this was their debut album. It's very helpful for fans who were like just getting into them and learning the group. So we have Raven. Kenny. So these aren't going in age order, which is interesting. Aww. Okay, so the photo cards are on different pages, it looks like. But I got Lido for that one. Which, that is such a cute photo card. Funny that it was on Lido's page, also. One of my friends biases Lido. So, I might be nice and give that to her. I don't remember who she pulled in her album, but whoever it was, if she's willing to trade, I will happily give her my Lido card. We have ONEUE. Aw. And for my other photo card, I got Gunny, which is very nice. Oh, his signature is so cute. Oh no, that's adorable. That's precious. It also comes with this group sticker. Very nice. We have Soho. He's one of the main vocals, along with Gunny. And a lot of these boys, I found out after I got into the group, were on Produce 101 and Mix 9. I have Xion, or Dongju. I barely call him by his stage name. And that's mostly just because I got into ONEWE first, and Dongmyoung of ONEWE and Dongju of ONEUS are twins, so it's more natural for me to say their real names because they like go together. I have not been into this group very long, but my bias actually already shifted, because initially it was Kenny. He was initially the one who caught my attention, and like performances and stuff, but through watching more of their variety shows and behind the scenes content, and like seeing more of Dongju's personality, like absolutely had to bias him, because he really likes Disney and musicals, and those are both things that I really like, so it's just kind of neat to see someone in a K-pop group I like with really similar interests to me. I don't know, he's really precious. I really did not think I was going to like this group as much as I do, because when I first started looking them up, it really was just because they were adjacent to ONEWE, and I kind of liked some of their Kingdom performances, but the more I've listened to their music and the more stuff I've watched with them, I really like their songs, and I really like their vibes, like as people and as a group. And I don't normally stan a group for their personalities. It usually is 100% music based, and the personalities are just a bonus. But I actually do feel like with ONEUS, it kind of was the other way around. I really like the music, but the personalities were what motivated me to really like get into them and stan them. This is such a pretty photo book, by the way. Like, it is kind of simple. It's just the outfits from the Valkyrie music video. But I really like all the outfits, so I do not mind at all. But I was saying earlier, a lot of the members were actually on Produce 101 and Mix 9. And I've gone back and watched a few of the performances from those. But I am actually thinking about watching Produce 101 Season 2, like the whole thing. And I've never watched any of the Produce shows, so that will be an experience if I do. Alright, the lyrics for the intro, Light Us. Zigzag. Valkyrie, which is so good. Red Thread. Eye Contact. Hero, which is also really good. And Crazy and Crazy. If you like more rap-based or like hip-hop-y K-pop, I highly, highly recommend checking out Crazy and Crazy. It is so good. I was blown away when I heard that song for the first time because I wasn't really thinking of them as a strong hip-hop rap group because more of their music is more dancey. But I heard that song and I was like, whoa, like their rap line is really, really good. Because I stan typically groups like Monsta X or Stray Kids who are more known for their rap line, so I was really impressed to find out their rap line was pretty solid as well. So now let's take a look at Raise Us. This was ONEUS' second mini-album, and they put this out in two versions. The Dawn and Twilight versions, I do believe. The title track for this album was Twilight. And this one is so pretty with the white and the gold. Spine, it says Raise Us. On the back we have our track listing. The intro track Time, the title track Twilight, English Girl, which is such a fun B-side. It really throws me back to like late 2000s, early 2010s K-pop when it didn't really take itself as seriously and we had a lot more like goofy, fun concepts. I really, really like that song. They have Bing Bing, which is also really good. White Night and Now. Really all their songs are so solid. I've listened to their stuff more on shuffle as well, not like in each individual mini album. So really seeing what's on what track list, I'm realizing how solid all their songs and all their albums truly are. And this one opens up like that. It is another lift-off cover, but it's a little bit different than the other one. And this one has really cool packaging. Sorry again for the storm noises. So we have these postcards. I don't know if they're random or if you get the same ones no matter what. But this super pretty group picture. And the track listing. It looks like they're, yeah, okay, so they're lyrics cards. So we have the one for Intro Time, which has this really cute picture of Kanye. Oh, they're like the boyfriend type pictures. Oh, that's cute. I love the like handwritten font there. That's so pretty. So we have our lyrics for Time, Twilight, and this picture of Lido. Oh yeah, I really love the font on the track names on the back. That's really pretty. We have English Girl and a picture of Raven. Bing Bing, picture of Soho. Oh, they're kind of sticking together a little bit. White Night and a picture of Hwanung. And then Now, which is such a good song. Probably one of my favorite ONEUS songs, actually. And Dongju. And then picture of the forest. And just their names on the back. I didn't vibe with Twilight, the song, so much at first, but the video is really gorgeous, and I really like what I've seen so far of the concept photos. This is the coolest thing ever. I have seen pictures of this. This is where the CD is. And it's like a pop-up, which is so fucking cool. I've never seen a group do something like this, and it is so gorgeous. That's so cool. And then the back of it. Then we have our actual photo book, which is taller this time. That's probably why they switched up the packaging a little bit. But I like that even though the internal packaging is different, the external design is still very similar. I enjoy that kind of consistency. And I'm hoping from the packaging preview that we've seen so far that the new mini album will be similar dimensions, because they put out a single album in between, which I do have coming in. I just ordered it in a separate order, and that is a completely different size and shape than these ones. Oh, I love the glitter at the bottom here. That's so pretty. Yeah, I really do like their styling for this album a lot. Which I hadn't realized how much I liked it at first, because I didn't, like I said, vibe with this song as much as some of their other title tracks. But I really do love the concept. So we have Soho. And I think you only get one photo card with this album. Raven. Gunny. Aw, and I got Soho's card. That is so cute. Aw, the little moon drawing, that is precious. Lito. Wanu. Dongju. He's so pretty. And it's funny because I do bias him and Dongmyoung from ONEWE, but I don't think they look anything alike, really, even though they are twins. Oh, that's so pretty. Like, do I know any other words than pretty today? Apparently not, because I can't stop saying that. Oh, okay, there is a random postcard, and I did get Gunny. It's just got a blank postcard design on the back, but it's glossy. That is so cute. Oh, these outfits. I love these outfits so much. They definitely remind me of something Monsta X would have done around, like, All-In era, maybe. And I genuinely love how it seems like a lot of boy group styling nowadays takes cues from some things that Monsta X have done. I don't mean that to imply that anyone is copying anyone. It's just, it's a type of fashion and styling that I really, really like. So I'm really happy that it expanded beyond the first few groups who were doing it. Like, Soho's lace shirt here, I love that so much. I would wear a shirt like that. It's so pretty. Like, I'm just looking at the fashion right now because it's so good. I love it so much. And I want to know how the heck I missed this release actually happening. Because, like, before I started looking into ONEUS, like, I felt like I had never heard of, like, anything they did. Which is insane. Because it's so good. Like, how were they just completely not on my radar for all of last year? I don't know. But I'm glad they're on my radar now. I have the credits. So now let's take a look at the Twilight version of the album. This one is blue with silver accents on the spine. This is Raise Us. And the track listing again on the back. I'm really curious why this was their only album with two versions. I fully expected their new mini album would have two versions as well. But they put out the packaging info last night and there's only one. I'm sure it has to do with sales. Like, maybe this one didn't sell as much as RBW was expecting, and so they're kind of hedging their bets and playing it safe with just one version until they can get more proven sales. But it does seem like ONEUS has had a bit of a jump in popularity since Road to Kingdom happened. Like, I know me and 3 of my friends have gotten into them, and I feel like I see a lot more of them on my timeline now from people that, like, I already followed that I don't think were tweeting about them before, because, like I said, they were completely not on my radar last year. So I'm really curious to see how they will do in sales when this comes back, because I feel like they're gonna see a lot of growth, and I'm really excited for them. I hope it does really well. We have the lyrics cards again, so we start with a group picture, and the track list, then we have Gunny, lyrics for Time, yet again, Lido, the lyrics for Twilight, Raven with a blurry Lido in the background, lyrics for English Girl, Soho, lyrics for Bing Bing, ONEUE, the blurry Soho in the background, and the lyrics for White Knight, and then Dongju with the lyrics for Now. Oh, that is such a gorgeous picture. And then our CD. Oh, this is Dawn. Maybe I got the versions mixed up, because I just assumed the darker one was Twilight and the brighter one was Dawn, but that very well could have been wrong, because I didn't double check. Oh, but this, oh my god, this is so fucking gorgeous. Look at that. It's like the mansion where they filmed, and then the moon, and then the earth, and then them at the... This right here is the single prettiest thing, I think, in any K-pop album I've ever owned. And I own a shit ton of albums, so that is high praise. Whoever is in charge of their packaging, like, is so good. Because they absolutely do not have typical book style or box style packaging, but it is consistent and it is gorgeous. And I applaud them for that. Oh, I got Gunny again! Oh, I'm having really good luck here. I was not sure who I was planning to collect with ONEUS' albums. I was initially thinking of just doing my main bias, which was Gunny, and now it's Dongju. But since I've pulled so much Gunny, I feel like I have to collect both now. I can never have just a singular bias anymore, it seems, and that makes collecting so much harder than it should be. So we have Soho. Raven. Yeah, these are on the set where they filmed the music video, which is super nice. I actually really like it when photo books have the music video concept. I know some people don't, but I really do, so I'm really glad that ONEUS have the same concept in their photo books and their videos. Kami? God, those ruins are so gorgeous. Lido? ONEUE? And I got Raven's photo card. Oh my god. His signature is literally his SoundCloud name, Raven. He sure is something. I love him. Like I said, as I've gotten more into the members, I just really like all of their personalities and all of their vibes. They're just so fun. Dongju. He's so pretty. We got a group photo. All the nature photos are so beautiful. I do think it's kind of hilarious that the song was called Twilight, and the concept is, like, vaguely vampire-esque. Like, what is this, the 2000s? It's really nice. It's a really pretty concept. And, their new album definitely seems to be carrying over the vampire theme, because some of the teasers are very bloody, which, looking through that photo book is going to be fun, because I am pretty squeamish when it comes to blood. But I'm still gonna buy the album and support them. Because all the other teasers, the non-bloody ones, look so, so beautiful. Why is he so pretty? I've said it before and I'll say it again. Even if I didn't say who my biases were in my unboxings, you'd still be able to know, because there's a 99% chance they're the one I constantly call pretty when looking through the photo book. But all of these pictures are so pretty, really. We have our credits. Then we have ONEUS's third mini album, Fly With Us, which, again, similar packaging but not exactly the same, which I really like. The dimensions are basically the same, but it opens up differently. There's the spine. And then our track listing on the back, we have the intro, Fly Me to the Moon. Oh, actually, looking at the track listing, I think this might be my favorite album of theirs. Because Plastic Flower is such a cute song. Lit is so fun. If you have not heard that song, highly, highly, highly recommend it. It is so catchy. Such a great, like, traditional Korean concept. They did a performance of it on Road to Kingdom where they just plussed it up and made it even better. They just went all out with it. We have Blue Sky, which is so pretty. Level Up, which I would describe as a very 2016 Monsta X-esque song, which again is not a bad thing. I, as a Monsta X fan, love that groups have kind of taken some cues from them. And then I don't remember what Standby sounds like, but the other ones are all really, really good. This is such a solid mini album, now that I'm actually really looking at what tracks are on which album. And when you turn this to hit the light a certain way, it actually says Fly With Us on it. Fly With Us. It's kind of hard to say. And it sounds like the storm is finally subsiding, so I apologize for all the storm noises earlier. Okay, so we've got our photo book here. And then, oh, what is all this? Let's see. Oh, that's so cool. So that's what the disc looks like, and again, it's like a moon design. Before getting into the group, I didn't really understand why the fandom name was To Moon, because I was like, what the heck do moons have to do with the name ONEUS? But all of their packaging is, like, pretty moon-based, so that's kind of cool. Sailor Moon was one of my favorite things as a kid. I'm always a sucker for moon-related concepts, not gonna lie. Okay, so I don't even know what all of this is. But this looks really cool. It's got the letters for Fly With Us cut out. And then it's a postcard. That's really pretty. Okay, and then looks like we have the lyric postcards again. We've got Fly With Us. Track listing on the back. Oh, I love this picture of Raven. He looks like such an emo boy. That's so cute. Lyrics for Fly Me to the Moon. Soho. And the lyrics for Plastic Flower. Lido. And the lyrics for Lit. Gunny. Had blue hair this era, and I'm always a sucker for blue hair. Honestly, think that's one of the reasons he was my initial bias. And he's still my bias. He's just my second bias. Lyrics for Blue Sky. Oh, lots this picture of Wanung, too. Lyrics for Level Up. I have Dongju. And the lyrics for Stand By. Got a group picture. Now let's take a look at the photo book. Oh! Oh! I got Gunny's photo card. So cute. Yeah, they're really telling me to collect both Gunny and Dongju. Because I have both Gunny in every single album. Yeah, I love this concept so much. I love that it's the traditional Korean concept. I love how colorful it is. It's so good. Me and my friends literally just spent an evening watching every single Lit performance from a music show in order. And I feel like the song has not left my head since. Like, it's perpetually been stuck in my head since then. It's so catchy. Lido. Oh, and I got Hwanung for my other photo card. Such a cute photo card. So pretty. See? What did I tell you? My biases are the ones I consistently call pretty. I really love all the artwork on the pages too. This is such a pretty photo book. This just makes me even more excited for the comeback. So I thought I was losing my mind for a second because their names are written sideways. They spell his name wrong. Because the way I was looking at it, I was like, is that the X or the N? But that can't be an X. And I turned it, and they spelled it wrong. They spelled it with a Z instead of an X. Yeah, this red hair color was so pretty on him. It comes with this little bookmark, which, again, gorgeous. Everything about this packaging is so gorgeous. They have really good concepts, I'm realizing, looking through all of their albums. God, the choker. I love it. I love the chokers are such a thing in fashion. Oh, that's so cool. We have some more modern outfits that they wore. Which, I'm honestly wondering if it might be lore related, not to be that person. But since it seems like their overarching lore concept seems to be like vampire stuff. It is interesting that the majority of this concept is very clearly like ancient Korea, and then suddenly at the end they are in modern outfits. Like, is this meant to imply eternal life or something? Like they've lived through both eras? Ooh. I've connected the dots. It's like that meme. You didn't connect shit. I've connected them. In all honesty, it was really just probably to throw some more typical K-pop styling on at the end to try to appeal to as many demographics as possible, but it could be part of the lore, you never know. So that was all the ONEUS albums I have today. As I said, I did order their single album in its time, and I will be unboxing that when it comes in, and I am going to be pre-ordering their new mini album, Lived, as soon as that goes up for pre-order. So be on the lookout for unboxings of both of those. But last but not least, we are going to take a look at ONEWE's album, and I'm so excited to take a look at this one. ONEWE and ONEUS are sibling groups. They did a lot of pre-debut stuff together, and they've done like an idol radio together, and they are technically connected, but they aren't like one singular group. ONEWE is actually a band. They are not a dance group, they are a band. And what's really interesting to me, I found out as I looked more into them, is they were not formed through a company. They like knew each other growing up and formed a band organically and started busking and got picked up by like an indie label and then got picked up by RBW and then debuted as ONEWE, which is so cool. I feel like you really do not hear stories like that very much in the K-pop sphere. Even though there are a few bands in the K-pop sphere, I feel like more of them met at a company and came together that way, whereas ONEWE's story really is much more like an indie American band, which is super fascinating to me, because you don't see that hardly ever in K-pop. And that is what the spine looks like. And on the back, God, this is huge. Like, how do I show you this? Okay. Well, here's our track list, and it has 12 songs. We have Crazy Good, End of Spring, which is the title and the first song I heard by them. Feeling Good 2019 version, Love Me, Q featuring Hwasa of Mamamoo, Regulus, If, 0 and 4, Ring on My Ears, Reminisce About All, Ring on My Ears remix, and then End of Spring rock version. And this is their first physical album as ONEWE, but it's actually a compilation of a few digital releases they did, and then a few new songs brought together to make one full album package. Because it seems like they started off with a few digital singles to kind of test the water before putting out a physical copy, which probably was a smart move. Because I imagine the demographics who listen to a K-pop group like ONEUS and a band like ONEWE are a little bit different, and I don't imagine people who typically listen to bands are as crazy about packaging as K-pop fans. That's just conjecture, though. I have like nothing to back up that statement. But we have our track list again over here, and then the members' names: Younghoon, Kanghyun, Harin, Dongmyoung, and Kia. But what I think is really cool about this album is, because it is the compilation of previous digital releases, they have like a little physical component for each of those releases, which I think is really fun. So over here, it actually tells you the dates of each of those releases, which is pretty nice for like new fans. It's like a nice little primer. So on May 13th, 2019, they released 1/4, which is the first digital single. Then on August 28th, 2019, they released 2/4, which was their second digital single. Then on April 2nd, 2020, which was just a few days before my birthday, they put out 3/4. And then on May 26th, they put out this full album, 1. They have, like I said, little physical components to go with each of those, which is super neat. So this is the one for 1/4. It's like a little fold out. So I have this group photo. Because that is one thing that is a pet peeve of mine, is when groups will put out digital singles and then put them on a later album is that you usually don't get any physical with the concept photos for the digital singles. So I really, really, really like that they incorporated all of the single concepts in the full album. Yeah, this is from their video 0 and 4. That's so neat. Ugh, I really like this band. Oh, I guess it's the kind of postcard style on the back. There it is again, kind of as the whole. And next up we have 2/4, which is a little booklet. Oh, this is cute. Oh, it's got little drawings from the members to correspond with each song. So for Love Me, we have a drawing by Haran, Regulus, a drawing by Kanghyun, and for Feeling Good, a drawing by Kia. That is so cute. A little dog picture. Oh, that's precious. Ah, I wish I could read Korean. It looks like it's a little comic. And then maybe their commentary on the song. Oh, that's so neat. And the one for Regulus. That's so cool. The one for Feeling Good. Oh, I love that one. That handwriting is so cute. I'll have to look up and see if anyone's done translations of those, because I'm very curious what those say. Next up we have 3/4, which is a little bit more of a photo book, which makes sense knowing that came out just a month before End of Spring, why they had all of that like on hand still. Yeah, I'm really glad they put a photo book for this because I really like the concept photos I saw for this song. He had blue hair. I'm always a sucker for blue hair. I just think blue hair is so cool. And yeah, here we have pictures of all the members. We have Haran, who is the drummer, Kia, who is the bassist, rapper, and a producer, Dongmyoung, who is the keyboardist and lead vocalist, Youngun, who is the singer, and Kanghyun, who is the guitarist. And they are all so good. I love every song I've heard by them, and they have a ton of cover songs they've done too that they completely rearrange and make their own, and I highly recommend checking some of those out. They do so many girl group covers and don't change any pronouns, and it is so good. I love them. Oh, this is gorgeous. And this is like a huge photo book too. Like, I don't think the size of this mini photo book is bigger than the ONEUS albums. Like, what the heck? I was not expecting this album to be as big as it is, but I am not complaining. Would never complain about a larger photo book. It's so nice. Because with them being a band, and bands being usually a bit harder to promote than groups, I wouldn't have been surprised if RBW skimped out on the packaging. So I'm really pleased that that is not the case. I've heard rumors that they might have a comeback later this year, most likely after ONEUS's comeback and the new girl group's debut, and I really hope that ends up being true, because I would love more music from them. I have to look up the lyrics for this song because there are like cuts and bruises in the music video, and they're in the photo shoot here too, and I have to wonder if that is related to the song in some way, or if it's just for aesthetics, because that is weirdly becoming a trend in K-pop, is like to have wound makeup, and it doesn't always have to do with the song, which is what's weird to me. So I have to know if it's relevant here, if this was just for the trend. Oh, that picture is really cute. Look at Kia's smile. I mean, shit, that alone is like a solid photo book. Like, there are some albums I've bought that don't even have that much of a photo book. That was just a bonus. That wasn't even the real album photo book yet. So, I love this. I'm really glad I picked this up. Like, thank you, RBW, for giving your band, like, actual cool packaging. The one complaint I will say is that the outer casing is a little bit flimsy, and I could see that getting damaged potentially over time, but hopefully not. Then we had the actual CD, which I about forgot about. I don't love that a lot of albums are coming with the CDs in just an envelope like this now. And it was sealed with tape, and I ripped it when I was opening the tape. That's unfortunate, but it happens sometimes. And that is what the disc looks like. And then finally, the actual big, giant photo book. Which I'm so excited to look through. And the pages are really nice and glossy too. The mini photo books were more papery material. Oh, this is so nice. I am so impressed with this packaging. I didn't actually watch any unboxings of this. I just saw like the packaging preview graphic on the site where I bought the album. So I was like, I really like the songs and the packaging looks neat, so I'm gonna buy this. And I'm really glad I did. This packaging is so nice. I really hope if they do have a comeback this year that it will be another physical release and not just digital. That is the coolest guitar I've ever seen. And I would like to point out that that is actually how ONEWE first caught my attention. Because like I said, when I was watching music show promotions for TXT, when we came back with End of Spring, and I remember looking up while they were performing and seeing Dong Myung with this guitar and asking my friend who I was watching the music show with, who is that funky guitar man? Because that is so cool. And look at me now. Now I have another group to stan, and he is my bias. The power of funky guitars. Have lyrics for Crazy Good, which I have to point out, Crazy and Crazy on ONEUS' first album, the rap line subunit, Crazy Good and Crazy have the exact same hook part that Kia does on both songs, but they're totally different songs, and you would never guess they had anything to do with each other if not for that one little part. And it's so cool. It's so cool the way they took one hook and completely transformed it into two totally different songs. And I like that there's something like that linking the two groups as well. Because honestly, if you stan one of these groups and you have not even looked up the other, you really should. Because even though the music is very different, they're both very, very good. And I'm really glad that I got into both of them. We have the lyrics for End of Spring, and then Feeling Good 2019 version. The reason it's 2019 version is they have a couple older singles under a different name before they moved to RBW, and Feeling Good was originally one of the older songs. So this is like a redone version. We have Love Me and Q featuring Plaza. Oh, and then we have the photo cards. I got Kanghyun. And Haran. That's cool. The drawing on the back, that's really neat. Got the lyrics for Regulus and If, and 0 and 4. Ring on My Ears, which is such a good song. It might be my favorite. I haven't looked at the lyrics to any of their songs yet, so this is based purely on sonically, but I just really love the vibes of that song. It's so good. I reminisce about all, and then the sort of bonus tracks, which are a remix version of Ring on My Ears, and then a rock version of End of Spring. Which I actually don't like the rock version of End of Spring as much. End of Spring, the original version, is a little bit more of a crossover song. It's got more of a pop sound and also a little bit of a trot influence to it, rather than a straight up rock song. But the rock version actually hits less to me somehow. I don't know, it's weird. I like them both, but I like the original version more. This is such a gorgeous photo book. I cannot. And again, much like with ONEUS, as I'm watching more of their variety content, like, not only do I really like their music, I just really like their vibes as people. They seem really fun and unique, and I really like them a lot. Can you tell? Like, I know I just ulted another group earlier this year, but I am really seriously thinking WEUS collectively might end up being added to my ult list. They're just really good. Especially if both groups are going to keep getting high quality albums like this. Like, heck yes. Because I love collecting albums. I know that's just a shot of, like, instruments, but it's so aesthetically pleasing to me. I love Kia's hair. It's so cool. Oh, okay, and then we have Thanks Twos and Jesus Young Moon. Like, first of all, the fact that he took up a whole page is a lot already. But the fact that the pages are this fucking big and he still took up a whole page. My goodness. That's really sweet, though. Kankyan, Haran. Haran wrote a lot too, actually. Yeah, I'll have to see if there's translations of these. Yeah, and Donghyun and Kia wrote, like, a normal amount. Those are really cute, though, little Polaroids. Oh, their signatures are precious. I always think it's adorable when people do, like, little faces in their signatures. Of course both of those two do. Of course they do. It's precious. Then we have the credits. And that is the end. So that is it for today's K-pop haul. I hope you enjoyed. If you'd like to see more unboxings or K-pop hauls like this one, you can check out the other videos on my channel. And if you like what you see, please feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.